thinking about coverage during crises. So you mentioned that you teach in journalism schools and to journalism students and other students as well. What do you tell them about coverage during crises?
Yeah, I think you have to keep your eye on the ball. So I've done lots of things like, go off and I was in Rwanda during the genocide and then went over to what became DRC, Democratic Republic of Congo, and covered I remember one of the most striking stories of my career was going to this, essentially a cholera camp. So it was a refugee camp where cholera was just spreading like wildfire. Like 20,000 people a day were dying. It was just, and they were just literally loading them up in dump trucks and putting them in pits. And so that's stuff you remember, right? But you just have to keep what's the story there? The story is these people are dying because there's a war, because they have to flee, you have to try and... So I think, first of all, stick with the facts. Try, keep yourself safe. It's really practical stuff for when you do disaster coverage. The big one I tell people is, I'm a big fan. I don't know if you know Peter Sandman. He's this professor who's sort of the guru of crisis communication, right? And he has these rules which are just brilliant. But the one I always remember is never tell people not to panic, because that's the only thing that makes them panic.
Of course,
right?
yeah.
But that's the thing I remember the most when I go to disasters. Is it's not like on TV. It's eerily quiet. People are super calm. I remember being in this cholera camp, and the people are just dying all around you, and everybody's just like, I'm going to get my bowl of soup. Life goes on.
Yeah.
So it's that people don't go running hysterically. It's, again, during an earthquake or a hurricane. I've been at those things, and people are just like, I get through the day, and where's my child? And it's all practical stuff, right?
Practical stuff.
So, so I think, try and give a fair representation of what's going on.
Exactly. Yeah.